She's got long legs and short shorts, but she ain't got no teeth. She wears a red bandana on her head and she smiles so sweet. She'll steal your heart, a very first sight should rip apart your soul. She'll torture your mind and waste your time and drag you down the road. 'Cause she's a Jezebel, St. Andrew Jezebel. 'Cause she's a Jezebel, St. Andrew Jezebel.
Well, hey y'all, this is Ashley Feller, and you're listening to the St. Andrews Jezebel Podcast. I'm a local singer-songwriter, and I grew up in the area, and this week I'll be covering weekly happenings for the week of September the 9th through the 15th. And then stay tuned, because we've got salty local Charles Segrest, also known as Charlie Cigars, when he's performing with his piano bar, and he's from the Krewe of St. Andrews, and he's here to talk to us about A Taste of St. Andrews, which is a very special event coming up this Friday and Saturday at the St. Andrews Marina Pavilion. Can you believe that we are at episode 43? I just want to thank everybody for listening and being so supportive. It is so much fun, and it's really a joy for me to produce these episodes every week. Thank you. And then for our old news segment, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I'm going to be reading a poem by Joso Lipes called Sweet Dreams, and this was published in the St. Andrews Bay News, September 11th in 1923. Well, y'all, get your favorite snacks, grab a beer, maybe a nice glass of iced tea, and enjoy the show. If you like local history, there is a very special event tonight, which is Thursday night at 5:30 at the Panama City Publishing Museum. George West invites everyone to come on down and see a don't miss September gallery wall exhibit. George and Hawk, An Extraordinary Friendship, is straight from George's diaries, papers, and photos, and it highlights the times he and Hawk Massalina spent together starting in about 1890. After you've left the exhibit at the Panama City Publishing Museum, I highly recommend you go see Casey, Jordan, and Dave at the Little Village from 6 to 9, have you a nice beer and some tacos, and enjoy the wonderful atmosphere at Lake Ware with your friends. This next event is at the St. Andrews Marina Pavilion, and it's Friday and Saturday, and I believe it starts at 5 o'clock. It's the Taste of St. Andrews. The kickoff party starts at 5, and this event was coordinated by the Krewe of St. Andrews. Again, this is a free event, and it will feature seafood from several of St. Andrews restaurants, children's activities coordinated by the Panama City Quality of Life Department, live music, an oyster shucking contest. Make sure you keep listening because we've got Charles here to give us more details about the event. I would personally like to wish Socks, the salty dog mayor of St. Andrews, a very happy 14th birthday. His birthday party will be this Sunday at the tap room from 12 to 4. In lieu of gifts for the mayor, he would love gifts for his salty cat friends. There will be live music by De Nouveau, a doggy cake from Le Bon Temps Barkery, raffle prizes to raise funds for our local foster-based rescues. There should be some food trucks. I'm sure there'll be some vendors. I know that O'Sheet should be there, Popper Pops, and Little Indigo Spa. And there's also going to be an adoption event. There'll be kitties from the Salty Cats of St. Andrews Rescue, Mewtwo's Refuge, and also BFF Rescue. I just released a bonus episode featuring Sock's mama, Crystal, which will have further details about the event, and it's available on all platforms. So please, bring your giving spirit and come wish Socks, the salty dog mayor of St. Andrews, a very happy birthday. See y'all there. Don't forget to check out the new Art in Public Spaces display, brought to you by Floriopolis Artists and Volunteers. The current theme is boats and water, and the display is across from the captain's table, featuring artists including Kelly Dyer, Silas Dyer, Annie Mae, Jim Hayton, J.A. Robinson, Krista Eggleston, and more. The display is sponsored by Monia Lobo, Sissy Hunt, Crystal Ford, and Bobby Beard. Thank y'all so much. That's all the community events I have time for this week. Tune in next week for more. One of the best things about St. Andrews is that you can see live music every day. That's right. There is live music being played somewhere in St. Andrews 7 nights a week. Fortunately, my friend Ken Schaefer creates and publishes a weekly schedule for St. Andrews as well as most of Bay County. Ken's spreadsheet schedule is updated often when there's any changes. Ken also shares individual music events and is walking the walk and talking the talk when it comes to supporting live music. Not only does Ken supply the music schedules, but he attends several music performances a week and takes fantastic photos of the musicians. As a working musician myself, I feel blessed to have Ken and his wife Donna as treasured members of our local musical family. Make sure you like and follow Ken's page, Salty Sounds in St. Andrews, and Oh Boy Music on Facebook, so that you'll always know where all the live music will happen. Thank you so much, Ken, for everything you do. This morning on the St. Andrews Jezebel Podcast, we have got Charles Segrist from the Krewe of St. Andrews here today to talk about a very special and fun event coming up at the St. Andrews Marina Pavilion. Good morning, Charles.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being here today. So when and where is the Fall Seafood Festival?
The Krewe of St. Andrews Fall Seafood Festival will be held at the St. Andrews Marina underneath the Blue Pavilion on September 10th and 11th. That's Friday and Saturday. The hours will be from 2 to 8 on Friday and from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturday.
And what kind of fun should folks expect at this event?
Well, this is a seafood festival, so there'll be a lot of seafood. There's live music. There's an oyster shucking contest with $1,000 in grand prizes. There is a children's activities put on by the Panama City Quality of Life Department.
This is the Krewe of St. Andrews event. How will you guys be directly involved during the event itself?
Well, we organize the event and then we run the event during the hours. So we will be the ones volunteering at the cleanup, the setup, and the teardown of it all.
That's awesome. So I was looking over the Facebook page, and for some clarification, is this a ticketed event? And if it is, what do the tickets cost and how can folks find them?
This is a free event to the public. Everybody is welcome. But also on Friday between 5 and 7, there will be a VIP kickoff party, a Taste of St. Andrews, in which there will be a sectioned off area underneath the pavilion with dedicated seating and bar access. We have 9 of the local restaurants on Beck Avenue serving up samples of their seafood items, thus the name Taste of St. Andrews.
Well, I bet it's sure to be tasty, and I hear that there's a lot of wonderful seafood restaurants involved and food trucks too. Can you tell me who those are?
The restaurants involved for the tasting is Uncle Ernie's, the Shrimp Boat, Alice's on Bayview, Los Anolitos, Hunt's, Tarpon Dock, Finn's, and the Slice House.
Wow, that's awesome. So is Slice House going to have like a seafood pizza?
They have a crusty crab pizza, which is crab meat pizza. And for the seafood vendors for the festival, we have Hunt's, Tarpon Dock, Finn's, and Funky Made food truck.
I understand that this is a fundraiser for the Krewe of St. Andrews. Can you tell me a little bit more about the fundraiser?
Yes, we're raising funds so we can put on other events and participate in St. Andrews. We put on the Mardi Gras and the Mardi Gras Festival every February. We also run the St. Andrews Easter egg hunt every year, which is the Saturday before Easter. We participate in other various activities down here, including the farmers market, the pub crawls, and the Halloween trail.
Y'all do so much, and that's really wonderful. Thank y'all so much. We're both musicians, so I'm inclined to always know, well, who's playing? Who's playing the event this weekend?
We just got confirmation from the Ukes of St. Andrews. They will be out there a Saturday from 10 to 12. We have Jumble Juke playing on the stage from 12 to 3. And then on Friday and Saturday night from 5 to 8, we have the Jam Kings.
Oh my gosh, I love them. I love the Jam Kings. They are so good. Johnny Burroughs is such a wonderful guitar player. So let's talk about you a little bit. You're a musician. You're also known as Charlie Cigars when you're performing. Have you been gigging a lot recently? And if you have, where so?
Yes, I've been doing a lot of piano bar. I have a traveling piano. On Wednesdays, I play at the Salty Oak Brewery, and that is a guitar show. Thursdays, I play at the Palms Bistro in Destin. This week, I'm actually in St. Andrews at Slapsticks on Friday and at the library on Saturday. I average probably 4 shows a week.
So you're working. That's awesome. And how did you get into playing music?
It all started as a kid. I learned piano young, swapped to guitar in my teenage years, and just kept up with it through college and through my professional life.
Well, that's fantastic. And I know folks always enjoy it when they see you out. You know, I think you've got a great comedic approach to performing. And let's go back. How'd you get into the whole concept of the traveling piano bar? Where did that come from?
Traveling piano bar came out of an idea I had to have a piano bar that we could move around from bar to bar and not be stuck in one place, and thus reaching a whole new crowd every time that you go out and play. And it has been very successful, and it's a whole lot of fun, as you say. Piano bar is probably the precursor to karaoke. And so everybody loves to come, everybody loves to participate, sing, dance, clap, and enjoy themselves. And that's what I try to do. And I try to send people away with a happy feeling. And that's always great to see in people.
Absolutely. And you're great at it. I remember seeing you a couple years ago at the original Funky Mermaid on Harrison Avenue. And I remember we just laughed ourselves till we were about to turn blue. It was great. And so this is a question I ask all the musicians. This is a fun question. If you could play at any venue, anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Right now, I am trying to get on the Carnival Cruise Lines and be the piano bar player there. And I see that. I've been there many times on cruises, and it just appeals to me that every week I get a whole new ship of fun people, and all they're there for is to have a good time. So that's right up my wheelhouse.
I think you'd be perfect for something like that. I know people who have been on various cruise lines, and they say it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of hard work, definitely, but I think you'd be great at that. And so where can folks find the Krewe of St. Andrews online and beyond? And I also understand that y'all have a really nice TV commercial. Which stations are those airing on as well?
The TV commercial was produced by Channel 13, and they'll be on Channel 13 and WMBB and their affiliates. The Krewe of St. Andrews has a website, which is www.standrewsmardigras.com, which has all the links to the Seafood Festival and Mardi Gras on it, especially with a lot of information about the Krewe. We also are on Facebook. Both the Krewe and the Fall Seafood Festival have public sites and pages you can go to find out more information.
Folks, this weekend is the Fall Krewe of St. Andrews Seafood Festival at the St. Andrews Marina. It's Friday, Saturday. Thank you, Charles, for being here. And thank you so much for everything that you and the Krewe of St. Andrews do for the St. Andrews community. Till next time, keep St. Andrews salty. For this week's Old News segment, I thought I'd keep it short and sweet. This is a poem called Sweet Dreams, and it was written by Joso Lipes and was featured in the St. Andrews Bay News September 11th in 1923. Sweet dreams. You ask me for remembrance. I tried to heed your call. Read slowly through life's booklet. Read first to last. Read all. And may you note while reading, forget-me-nots that plan. A real way of working for a brotherhood of man. This is a world of beauty, and yet we suffer much. Because of gross injustice, it ought not be such. Let's join our hands in earnest against the common foe. With harmony, our watchword, make justice stand aglow. Joso Lipes. Well, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning into episode 43 of the St. Andrews Jezebel Podcast. I'd also like to thank everyone for being so supportive by liking and sharing and following the podcast on all social media and on the platforms. And if you haven't liked or followed us, then please do. Every little bit helps. If you feel like donating to the podcast, that would always be much appreciated. You can check out our coffee donation page, and I'll put that in the description for you. Our theme song was written by me, and it was recorded by Dave Schwartz on the campus of Gulf Coast State College. The rest of the show was written on my kitchen table and recorded in my music room. Till next time, keep St. Andrews salty.
Red lipstick, so thick, and a push-up bra. Tramp stamp, stretch marks, and a lacy thong, 'cause she's a Jezebel. St. Andrew Jezebel, 'cause she's a Jezebel.